Southern California. KHJ-TV Public Affairs presents Teen Talk. Junior Achievement Incorporated has over 250 operating areas in the U.S. and affiliates in 16 foreign countries. Over 25,000 Southern California students are enrolled in some form of junior achievement. Over 8,000 new corporations were formed last year under the auspices of Junior Achievement. Approximately 70% of all companies formed in Junior Achievement have shown a profit.
You mean there is a place where kids can make money? You mean there is a place where kids can be involved in something more than a lemonade franchise? I'm Joe Feinstein, and this is Teen Talk. Today we've invited a group of young people who have already earned a bundle. Some of them may be making more money than I do. They've all done it before college, before grad school, and before the age of 21. We call them teen entrepreneurs. Welcome, panel. Welcome to Teen Talk. And I'm wondering how you got started in Junior Achievement. Tell us a little bit about it.
A discussion with host Joe Feinstein and a panel of young people on Junior Achievement.
And I am an ex-junior achiever now that I'm in college. And Junior Achievement was sort of my passport into learning about business investments. And I now own an auto detailing company in the Valley and in Newport Beach. And basically what that is taking older cars or cars that their owners haven't been very nice to and making it look showroom new again. And a lot of people really appreciate it.
You can do that? You can make a car showroom new? Mm-hmm. You got 3 to work on Monday from me, Bubby. Enrique, what have you done?
Well, I'm currently involved in Junior Achievement right now. I'm a senior in high school, so my last year. I've been involved with about 3 Junior Achievement companies now in the course of about 2 years, and what it is
Can't you hold a job, fella?
Well, yeah, I'm working, right now I'm working at the Broadway department store in a sales associate job, and I can say that my experience in Junior Achievement in sales and in marketing, things like that, did play a significant role in my landing that job.
Wonderful,
Really
wonderful. Nice. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Tell us about your Junior Achievement, Cheryl.
Well, I've been involved with Junior Achievement for 1 year. I'm going into my 3rd semester.
Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Chatsworth High School, and it's in Chatsworth. Junior Achievement has taught me about business and things that you just don't learn in everyday living, because it gives you a sample. Being in a corporation, you're actually a company, and you're making and distributing your own product.
Show us the product you brought today.
The product I have...
This is an arranged thing, a pre-arranged thing. What is that?
This is a trouble light. This was from my first company of Junior Achievement. I was Vice President, Personnel, and Corporate Secretary.
I got a lot of trouble. Can I use that light?
Actually, what it does, it plugs into your cigarette lighter in your car, and the simple technology of this piece of machinery is actually... It's actually a bicycle handle grip.
It's a bicycle handle grip. Notice this is the handle grip, and this is a plunger for the... No.
It's
actually, really?
It's a plunger head and the headlight of a motorcycle.
Oh my God.
So it's got the strength of a motorcycle light, and it goes just about anywhere.
Yes, it goes about anywhere, right. I
don't want to go into my sales pitch.
No, don't, please don't.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you work, Ann?
Well, I'm from Tarzana, and I was in the Woodland Hills district of Junior Achievement.
Yeah.
And I've only been in it for 1 year, and I've already graduated, so it was my last year, and it was great.
Oh, okay.
In my first company, we made clocks.
Clocks.
Brazilian agate clocks.
How lovely. That's a
Quartz
lovely
movements.
clock. Does it work?
Yeah, it does. You just turn a little button on the back here.
There's a button on the back. It runs with a battery?
Yeah, and the battery lasts about a year, and it's really great. And we were very successful. I was Vice President of Marketing. I trained all the new achievers. There are only 2 returning achievers, and they were the officers, and it really helped our company. We won Company of the Year for Southern California, and it was really great. And then my second company was called Custom Candy
You make
Creations.
ribbons around jars or something? Is that what you do?
No, it's Custom Candy Creations. We buy jars, and they variate in sizes. Brian over there was in my company too, and he has a smaller jar.
That's a petite jar, yes?
Yeah, and what we would do is just go around to people, ask them if they wanted personalized candy jars. And a lot of businesses, like there were...
Did you sell a lot?
Oh, yes, we did sell a lot. They were very
How many?
popular.
How much gross sales did you have?
I'm not sure. Would you know?
It
Brian?
was between $1,000 and $2,000.
$1,000 and $2,000?
Yeah. And
I'm in
also-
the wrong business. I'm getting out of teaching this week, and I'm going into opening candy jars.
Well, compared to my first company, we made over $6,000
On
in
that?
sales. That's what it helped us in our Company of the Year competition.
Incredible. Natalia, you do what? You make T-shirts, you were telling me.
Yeah, we designed new wave T-shirts and sold them to our everyday people that's going to school and things, and they sold pretty nicely. And we made little golf hats with different designs on them. They were really cute.
Really? And how much sales did you have?
We had about $500. We didn't sell too much, but it was sold pretty well as in our area that we were in.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And did you sell any product?
Yeah, we have. Well, I've been in Junior Achievement for 3 years, and I've had numerous products. I guess probably one of the best we had was a lamp, and we took an electrical meter off the side of your house and put it in the lamp, and it actually
You're not
measured
taking
the
it off
wattage.
my house.
That company we sold, I believe it was near $2,000 in sales, and it won National Company of the Year.
My earliest and closest association to the world of business when I was your age was watching my dad get up at 8 a.m. and not return home until 10 p.m. For me, business meant long hours, an absentee father, and lots of hard work. And I'm wondering, panel, how do you feel? What does business mean to you? Raj, we haven't heard from you yet.
Jeez, Joe, I wish I knew. Someday, I think business will mean to me, obviously, not only making money. That should not be the primary concern. It obviously should be having fun and doing what you do well.
I like that. I like what you're saying.
Thank you.
It's very important. You're going to be awake and employed for 8 hours, one-third of your life. And most people, unfortunately, really don't like what they're doing and aren't involved in something that they love. Roger, your work is a little different from Junior Achievement. You've started your own company, and I read about you in the paper. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the reason I say that I wish I would know one day what business means to me is not to say that I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. On the contrary, I enjoy it very much. The reason I say that is because I am not in business to make money. I get nothing out of what I am doing. I guess I'm trying to do it out of the goodness of my heart.
Yes, I know.
It's
I'm
a-
a teacher also,
That's
and
right.
I am involved with
Yeah.
doing a lot of work for nothing.
It's a
Yes.
nonprofit corporation. It's called Educade, and it's attempting to help out the Las Virgenes Unified School District, which I just came out of. I graduated from Calabasas High School, and unfortunately, we didn't have anything like Junior Achievement. I think it would have been something I would have been interested in. But it is suffering from financial troubles, and I want to try to return what they have given to me.
Oh, really? So how are you going to do this?
Through fundraising, not through soliciting of contributions, although there is an existing group that does just that, and they're doing a wonderful job at it. We are trying to gear our efforts, Todd Holstein and I, towards funding programs on a grant basis through things like rock concerts and comedy shows and benefit
Beautiful.
dinners and that kind of thing.
Beautiful. I love this. You see, this is what the whole purpose of Teen Talk is about, you guys, to really help people understand that a lot of young people like yourselves are out there doing marvelous things. But doesn't all of this stuff take away time from your schooling and interfere with a lot of other things going on in your life, Enrique?
Well, Junior Achievement, for me, we meet on Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 9:30, and that gives you some time to get home from school, maybe get some homework done. And at the same time, it's only once a week, so that doesn't take up it only takes up one night. And in that one night that we're together for 2.5 hours, we can get a lot of things done.
Really?
Manufacturing the product, finishing them off, counting up the large amounts of money that come in that we have to process, that we We pay taxes, salaries, just like a regular corporation does.
So, and you take out money for taxes?
We take out money for taxes, and we also make donations to scholarship funds and things like that. Successful companies...
Don't forget the Joe Feinstein Scholarship Fund that we're beginning right here.
Corporations, when they make a lot of money, they do have to pay taxes. So one of the things that we like to do, my previous company, where we made about $2,000 profit, we made a lot of donations to scholarship funds so that we wouldn't have to pay a very large profit tax.
Wonderful. See, you're learning all kinds of manipulative policies.
Right.
This is how the big people operate out there in the real world.
Not to keep a lot of money for the employees.
That's right. You learn how that there are justifiable legal ways of taking money and using money and keeping money to throw back in the business or to, throw back in your pocket.
Right.
And what about you? Have there been any unexpected problems that have arisen as a result of this work in junior achievement? Things that you just didn't plan on or contemplate?
Well, when I first went into it, I didn't know what junior achievement was all about. It was a new experience for me, and I got to learn how to run a business, and there were not really any problems. If problems arose, I learned how to handle them, and I really didn't have many problems.
No. Did you, Brian? Anything come up that created a problem?
In the company that Ann and I were in, we did have an incident. We started off with car safety kits, auto safety kits, which were like a flashlight and flares for your car if something went wrong. But that didn't go over too well because no one felt that they could sell them and there was no interest. So in the middle of the program,
You should have driven along the freeway, and as these people were stranded, you say, would you like to buy some of our safety kit?
techniques.
That would be an idea.
So what we ended up doing was switching over to candy jars, which was a real hard thing to do since it's a 15-week program, all self-contained. And we try to go full transition to candy jars, and we still end up doing very well.
You could sell those on the freeway, too, to the stranded motorist while he's waiting. Eat some candy,
Sure.
Natalia, was there any problem that you came in contact with? Anything that threw you a little bit?
Maybe at the end, when it was time for the thing to close down, people got tired of selling. But I went in there and pushed them one, and we went ahead and just sold.
You sound like I could see you now with the bullwhip in your hand. Keep moving, you guys. We got more work to do.
I would comment on that. When you're trying to find something to go into, and a lot of kids are interested in going into business, it doesn't take age. It takes an interest in something. Businesses, the best ones that start, are the ones that are coming from interest. I love my car, and I always took care of it, and I thought I should capitalize on that. So now I do everybody else's. That's how you get a good, successful business.
I think, one of the problems that encountered in most junior achievement companies is the organization. There's 5 officers, a president, a VP of marketing, finance, administration, and production. And sometimes the regular stockholders, the regular achievers, sometimes get a little jealous of maybe the position, maybe the salary. And one of the problems is just a personnel problem, just to make sure that the other people realize that the officers are there for the management and not maybe just for the glory. That happens sometimes, but it's something, a problem that
I prefer sole proprietorship.
Right.
Some of the resentment comes in when you see these 5 people that are gung-ho on whatever you're doing, and you have so many people from different areas, and there's so much motivation to get into junior achievement. There's the credits you get as school credit, and some people are just in it for that ride or for the money, but you make so many friends at the same time that there's bound to be a little bit of conflict when you have to get up as the president and say, hey Jim, go do that, because it's hard. It's even hard for the president to want to boss around people, because at the same time it doesn't conflict with your social life, it becomes part of it.
The paycheck always brings a big smile to the employee at the end of a hard week or month. And I'm wondering, what are some of the rewards? What are some of the pay and the rewards that you guys have received as a result of your work in junior achievement? Brian, let's start with you.
Okay, well, the pay is definitely a major bonus of junior achievement. It's one of the reasons a lot of people get into it. And in my case, having a $6,000 company, it's really nothing to ignore, nothing to sneeze about.
What did you earn?
I earned between $100 and $200.
You get $100 out of the $6,000 that you brought in?
Yes, in addition to school credits.
Those school credits. Now we're talking. You can never buy those.
What I'd like to emphasize, though, is not the money or the credits, but really the experience. And as Cheryl was saying before about being part of your social life, and you asked Enrique a question, if it takes away from your time, I really do believe that it adds to your social life because you make many contacts of people your age, your friends, and also in the business world. And it adds to just about every aspect of your personality, especially being involved in competition and other aspects
make
of
it personal. Make it personal. What has it done for you in your personality and in your life personally?
Well, I was vice president of personnel and corporate secretary in my company, and in local and national competition in Indiana, the interviews and the testing I went through of communicating with judges in an interview situation and actually learning communications between the officers and people in a company, I could really apply that to just about every aspect of my life, dealing with my...
As far as I'm concerned, the thing that I talk about in my classes at school deals with the whole aspect of relationship between employee and employer. Most people lose their jobs not because they can't handle the work, but it's because they get upset or they run into a personality conflict with whomever it is that they're working with. And what you're saying now is that you really have learned a lot about working with people. And I like that.
Absolutely.
Roger, you too? You've learned a lot about working with people?
I've learned a lot about working with people, and in my case, of course, I don't make any money, but that's certainly one of the benefits. I have begun to work with teachers that I have known for a long time, and it's an entirely different level of dealing with people, of relating with them. And I've learned how to work with a lot of different corporations on the side to try to get donations for a nonprofit corporation and that kind of thing.
That's wonderful. Ann, you too?
Yeah, I think it's great. I got to learn how to communicate with people better. I used to be shy. And this used to help me open up. And just having the experience of running a company, learning how to do the books, the whole experience made me grow in every way.
I appreciate that. So you're saying there's a psychological component of this whole thing, that it's not just dollars and cents, that it's a lot to do with confidence, that it has a lot to do with maturity, that it has a lot to do with all kinds of feeling good about yourself and your capabilities. I bet that's happened to you too.
There's definitely been a lot of psychological effect on all the members of my junior achievement companies and me personally too.
They're all ready for Camarillo?
No, not that psychological. I'm referring to a positive psychological outlook.
I see.
And it's given people incentive and motivation and confidence in themselves when they have so many people behind them saying, Sal, you can do it, here's how, and teaching and learning with each other and helping each other. And you grow together as a team.
That's beautiful.
Which helps push each other on, and it really gives you a lot of self-confidence, and the maturity comes in when you're pulling your own weight in the company and feel good about it.
It's called the Cal Worthington School of Self-Confidence. You kind of can stand on your head and do,
Our advisors end up standing on our heads.
And it perpetuates itself. Too.
It really does?
That
How?
stuff, well, like me, I've dabbled in every type of business. You got to look at your markets and see what do you enjoy and what does the consumer want. If it meets both needs, then you've got a perfect thing. And then you do well, and that really gets your confidence up, so you try something else. And you keep going along till you find your perfect niche.
Have you found your perfect niche?
I think I have.
Really?
But I never know. I'm always testing new things. I'm always open.
That's really great. That is a nice way to live a life, to constantly be searching for new niches to open up, new doors to kind of go into. I didn't start out in television, I assure you. The start out was working behind a counter selling ice cream and sodas, and it was a whole process, becoming a teacher and then a counselor and a psychotherapist and then working into becoming a writer and now with the TV, and I love it. I love each part of my life as it maneuvers itself, and somehow you kind of keep a guiding light on it. Yeah, how is it working for you, Natalia?
It's working terrific. Like Ann said before, I used to be kind of shy too, but the junior achievement just made me feel more secure of myself and knew that people were really out there behind me, and they had confidence in me and in myself that I could get out there and do it and do what I want to do and just go ahead with it.
The jobs I had in junior and senior high school, besides those wonderful places I traveled to, stand out in my mind as being the two most important formative experiences of my youth. They taught me independence, how to save and spend money, and most importantly, how to get along with others. If you're interested in becoming a junior achiever and you want more information, write to Junior Achievement Incorporated, the program's vice president, at 550 Sumner Street in Stamford, Connecticut, 06901. Also, if you're interested in participating on Teen Talk, send us a non-returnable picture, tell us a little bit about yourself, and send it to Joe Feinstein, care of Teen Talk, KHJ-TV, 5515 Melrose Avenue, LA, California, 90038, and come participate with us right here on the panel. Panel, you're in business and you know all about the world of business. Not only do you know it, but you've shared with us the whole idea of growth and expansion and confidence. And I really appreciate how you've given of yourself and your time in learning so many of these things. This is Joe Feinstein saying thank you very, very much. We'll see you very, very soon.